See ya! That was 50 points off the track, baby.
In Japan, where the sun will always shine, traditions collide with the future's line. Through city streets and temples high, find your story beneath the sky. Waves crash, pumping our sense, harmony flows to the best of lands. In the neon glow, where is bent, the culture rich, where is sense, even more no grace. We'll dance the night with every star, a guiding light. In Japan, where the sun will always shine, traditions collide with the future's line. The cherry lanes and soaring heights, find your magic near the moonlit nights.
You know, I always seem to forget to post I always seem to forget to go live, and I wasn't ready to go live with 13 today. I just really am just wanting to get to doing some things nice. Now of course, I just wanted to share with you guys a couple of things. As of right now, next week, I will be showcasing a few things for what it's worth. Setting tank and a chemical purification there, and we will add an extra pump there just to improve our water, because we are going to start figuring out ways to expand our city in some ways. But here's what I'm going to do. We're going to start with some park pathways, because what I want to do is we're going to go that way, and then going create like a crosswalk down there to give people a little bit of opportunity. Now, what I am also going to do is we're going to slowly improve on this spot right here. We're going to allow for a 3-lane intersection here, which is going to give us that shift and improve on our traffic flow, because we do have a lot of a traffic there. It's not a lot, but it will pretty much basically allow for that. Now, of course, what I am going to do, and then I'm going to upgrade you and then clear you there, because it does not need to be super big. To be super big there. Now let's go and we're gonna remove U-turns, remove unsafe. There. On our thing. Now, of course, what we're going to do is we're going to do that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to set that as a priority. And then I'll put these towards yielding. And then we'll set you to priority. Like, basically, you get priority. You get priority there, and then you have to yield. Or actually, I think what we should do is instead of yielding, we should put a stop. Basically, because we're gonna start seeing and then what I am going to do I think, actually, I think that'll be decent. Still having the crosswalk, sidewalk there, but that'll just help a little bit. Now, of course, down here, on the other hand, we're going to clear out the sidewalk there.
Hi listeners, you tune to the best tunes in town with me, Liz Peterson, bringing you the freshest tunes, along with more fun facts about the greatest composers of all time. Did you know that Mozart loved playing pranks on people? He even created a piece titled A Musical Joke, where the passages were played out of tune. Isn't that cool? You're listening to the Atmospheric Piano Channel, and I'm your host, Liz Peterson.
A housing shortage is driving up prices in the area.
That's right, Glenda. But apparently that's not all good news. We're joined today by an expert guest, Professor Nutbutter.
Welcome, Professor. So a housing shortage is bad for the people trying to move here, right?
Okay, now there's a reason why I did that. Let's go back over here.
Ideological reward structures, which are entirely apart from the actual rewards enjoyed. For example, consider capital.
One final question, Professor. Is the housing shortage going to make me richer?
By certain metrics, perhaps yes, in the short term.
I like the sound of that.
But what we are discussing is the study of a statistical abstraction and its effect on the human
Thank you, Professor.
It is a question of priority.
And then we'll do
And
the
on to our main
same.
feature story. The commercial district is booming as the area is attracting more high-end stores, bringing the latest in luxury to our neighborhood. You can now shop for designer shoes while sipping a fancy local Jarva mate, or so my wife tells me. That's good for business and good for the community.
Thanks, Jim. We'll be back after this.
I think.
We're looking at clear and sunny skies across the region today. Don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to getting out and enjoying a nice walk in the fresh air later today. This is local weather with you all day, every day, rain or shine.
Okay, now. We need to. I want to create. That's just going to prevent. People from parking on the. There, because what we're going to do is we're going to take the eliminated path. To not allow them to park there, but I don't get it'll go here and okay, so then we go down then. Okay, so we'll go down. But then, oh, okay. Okay, so then we have the telecom. There. Uh, I don't want to remove any stuff. But we'll do you there instead. Because I want to make... I'm going to go from there. And then I think we can go... that way, and then... Yeah, and then we would have... Yeah. And then we can... follow... that, so it's like if anybody needs to, they can just go up and around for it. I am wondering if we take you and then we can go down. Okay. So then it looks... So yeah, it would fit there, precisely. But I'm wondering... if we can get away with going... So, okay, so now we're on ground level. I'm wondering if we can get away with... Um... And then... Yeah, I'm wondering if we can... So it fits there. And then... Okay. Well... The only problem I'm having with right now is yeah. So instead, instead, instead what we'll do is four lane. That way. And then we come down here. and we create that. And then what we do is instead, what we can do is we will create an underground passage um okay. Then and then and then because I don't think that where's the road network?
Whether you're into the classics or the more contemporary stuff, this is your channel. I'm Liz Peterson, and you're listening to the Atmospheric Piano Channel.
Interesting news from the city's export division. Sources tell us that our city has more services than we know what to do with.
Okay.
And you know what that means, folks. It means we're not cutting things close enough.
Well, no, the point is we're selling it and bringing money into local
That's right.
economy.
You could almost say it's too much of a good thing.
Or we could say that we're enjoying a positive trade balance and the economy is booming. More after this. In local coverage, the tourism board just
It'll
released
create
the
a
figures, and it's good
junction.
news all around. Tourism was way up over the previous season. Pretty amazing, right, Jim?
You bet, Glenda. I guess everybody is figuring out that this is the place to be.
A chilly day with temperatures a little low, so if you're heading out, don't forget your jacket.
Yeah. But that'll definitely give people definitely a way to cross, because why not? We do need to get people over there in better fashion. I'm not getting into and then I can put a thing there that'll be a crosswalk there. It's gonna be worth it here, so that if people want to and then priority. That will definitely improve on the roundabout down here. Just to kind of, because that's going to be the entrance of the city anyway. There's a connection, there's a walking connection there, and down there. So that'll give us at least a couple extra places to utilize for walking. And walking is going to be something that we need to really focus on. Now, of course, now, of course, we do not have pedestrian access back here. Okay. We're going to give that some pedestrian access. Back here with it. And you know what? I don't need to create the illuminated lighting there, but we will create the illuminated lighting back that way. And that'll give people a connection there. Let's also do another kind of make a connection down there. Now, of course, I don't want it to go all the way to make a crosswalk there, though. On that one, and I'll create a crosswalk there for people there. So that'll give ourselves a few Broad Gardens is our China district. So and we'll just do that there to improve. Like normally I would put commercial along there, but I am going to just a little bit of commercial along that end point. And we're using Japanese and Chinese where we can. For the primary setup, but now I have a feeling that what I'm going to do is upgrade you along that way. That way. And then what we can do is come down here to our lane connectors. And then remove the unsafe connectors there. I do the same thing at that end there. No, actually, no. Okay. I'm going to add some perpendicular lines, just along that one there. There, and I think and then this side, we're just gonna leave that there, but we will have one for perpendicular, allowing for parking along certain points. Because people need to have places to park, and I wanna do that there. That one's gonna stay the way it is. But that's going to improve I would like to put a road maintenance building there. I think that'll do that. Just to start adding that in. Now, we are going to need to expand that, so we'll build you there. This is one-way road. I am thinking, since it is, why don't we create the one-way road? Road. Why don't we do that there? Parking as well. And then we can leave do that for parking, because it's still going to be one way anyway. So it's like, why not create like a parking there, and then also have parking on this side as well.
Driving advisory has been issued for the immediate area due to poor road conditions. Please exercise caution if you must drive and try to stay off the streets until conditions improve. This has been a local public service announcement.
I think just adding some of that parking.
Alright, folks, another quick question. And this comes from Paulette, asking if Shakespeare's quote, "If music be the food of love, play on," was published before Mozart composed Eine kleine Nachtmusik. The answer to that one is yes. The Shakespeare quote is from the late 16th century, while Eine kleine Nachtmusik was composed late in the 18th century.
No.
This just in from traffic. If you're thinking about hitting the streets, you can expect delays on the major roads, especially during rush hour.
Good to know, Jim. Seems like everyone is in a hurry to get somewhere fast.
No.
It's worth slowing down. And if you can, plan your trip outside the rush.
Nope.
Oh, I don't know. I'd rather wait an hour in traffic than to have to start thinking about everything all the time. Besides, if I did that, I'd never get anywhere. And on to our main feature story. The commercial district is booming as the area is attracting more high-end stores, bringing the latest in luxury to our neighborhood. You can now shop for designer shoes while sipping a fancy local Jarva mate, or so my wife tells me. That's good for business and good for the community.
Thanks, Jim. We'll be back after this.
A chilly day with temperatures a little low, so if you're heading out, don't forget your jacket.
I am going to come down here. And no. Actually, what we should really do is just focus on creating that, and then we can clear you out there. Put commercial along. Actually, to make things a little bit easier, put commercial along that way. And then take out Japan for a second. And then I'm gonna throw medium density along that way. Actually no, hold on. Whoops. Japanese medium density goes that way. Okay. Now, actually, let's just nope. Okay, so that's not even. It's not right. Okay. It's not perfect, and I hate when city skylines does this. To be honest, I really absolutely now there's a reason why I'm doing a smaller section along here just for that, because now yeah, and it needs to and then we can do that again, but this time we go straight. And then we can throw a full 90, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to throw full 90 going, and it actually should be, I will, because you're only going in one direction for it, but that's gonna create our little a small portion for our Japanese commercial, and then we will create our low density housing along there. Actually, this portion should be commercial as well. And then we'll go and we'll do low courtyard settings along here. There, that's gonna give us our thing. Now we do need now what I am going to do is we're gonna plop a community college down here. For it, because we can, and it will be nice. And then we can throw fire and rescue, additional fire and rescue services. Actually, since People's Hospital might, I don't think we need that right now. um for it. Before I think we'll leave that I'm seeing JP Recycle. That's the large recycling center. And it still wouldn't be able to fit there, so I'm gonna do something around here. We're gonna have the services. I'm gonna shift and relocate you to kind of match the thing, and then let's go find um there's a large playground. Playground. Put a community pool. A skate park there. And throw an outdoor gym there. Okay. That's going to create our little park. And then we've got that. Now let's go find I don't care. I'm gonna throw like 3 alder trees in the corner. And I'll throw 3 there, and then we can throw a couple back there. And then I'll kind of throw 5 there, and then I'll throw 1, 2, 5. Just to kind of create like a little park location. I am wondering I think I'm going to relocate you a little bit. Relocate you for a bit. I don't like that there. And we can shift
Hi, listeners. You tune to the best tunes in town with me, Liz Peterson,
that.
bringing you the freshest tunes, along with more fun facts about the greatest composers of all time.
Let a
Did you
couple
know that
extra
Mozart loved playing
trees
pranks on
down here. That's going to
He
give
even
us
created a piece titled
a
Musical Joke,
nice,
where the passages
beautiful
were played out of tune. Isn't that cool?
community
You're
pool.
listening to the
Give
Atmospheric
them like
Piano
a
Channel, and I'm your
kind of
host,
like a little
Liz
park, a
Peterson.
little playground.
Industry in the region is on the rise, and when business is doing well, that floats our boat.
There's no sinking this boat, Glenda. We're
So,
live,
and then in the
we're
back-
getting reports about a traffic accident somewhere in the
You know
city.
what?
Road
Actually,
maintenance services have already been dispatched, and
I
traffic flow should return to
actually,
normal.
I think I
But
want to
if
do
you're planning
something
a quick trip out,
cool
you might want to wait
back
a little
here.
while until everything clears up.
If you're in it, you already know about it. No use reminding you. Meanwhile,
Arr.
expect delays and drive safe.
We're looking at clear and sunny skies across the region today. Don't know about
Now
you,
I'm gonna
but
see
I'm
what
looking forward to
happens.
getting out and
Can I
enjoying
go-
a nice walk in the fresh air later today. This is local weather with you all day, every day, rain or shine.
Here, can we go page just... No, okay. So, it looks like I won't be able to put things down there, but that'll work. That'll work fine. For what is needed. Now, of course, we're gonna have a lot of people moving in and stuff. So, I am going to... We've got a connection there and a connection there. What I am going to do now is... Okay. It's gonna be 38. And then... Now, of course, it's gonna say that, but I meant to really create a thing. Now I'm going to put a connection there. And there. Now I am going to buy you both just because we're gonna need to. Now what I'm going to do is we're going to create a 3-lane connection Actually, no, we're going to create a 2-lane connection going inward. And a 2-lane connection going outward. From here. Okay, then what I'm going to do is then we're going to kind of curve it a little bit. Okay. And we're going to create my own... Okay. I always forget that, that side's going to be our in-way. Okay. Then... No. Then we're going to take... Yeah, and I'm actually gonna go back this way. Okay, so there's going to be a second place to go in, and then create a connection to go outward from there, and then we need to place a connection kind of doing it differently. Okay. There's going to be at least a couple of connections. There's another connection in, and out now. Okay, so lane connector is still going to prioritize that there, and still going to prioritize that there. Okay. That's going to help improve on traffic flow a lot better. Because we're going to do that. Now, I am going to put commercial down in here. And then I'll put a little tiny office space right on the edge. edge there, because we do need a little bit. I'm not putting in a lot of office space, but we do need just a little bit there. So that's kind of going to give us that place to make some better connections. Now, of course, we do need more a thing. So let's do this down here. We're gonna take we're gonna go actually I want to follow that same pattern. It's gonna be 261,080. Okay. It's not gonna be okay, no, it's actually 1,088. Okay, then what I'm going to do is create another small portion. Now, actually, we have farmland back that way, so that, and we have farmland over here. That's, so I think we'll do our farming on this portion there, but I don't, yeah, I know, Glass. Coal and ore, oil. Nothing available for that. Yeah, it's gonna be down here is where we're primarily gonna have it. So here's what I'm going to do. Let's go 90 degrees fully. I will definitely make sure. Well, that's a good thing, Glass. It's a good thing to have sometimes, to have days off. But at the same time, it also not either, so it's, you know. The Blanc, no. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we're going to place you there. Okay. I'm going to pretty much mainly follow the contour of mainly follow the contour. I'm not going to follow the yeah, because we got power lines that I need to contend with. Listen, I'm not gonna go full. Everywhere because I'm going to create a... Actually, I should create the road now. Nope, not debris. Thank you. And then I will put the ore. It doesn't need. And then I can put. No. And then I'll put
Hi
the
there. This is Liz Peterson on the Atmospheric Piano Channel.
ore down here.
Playing music that has a meaning.
In local coverage, the Tourism Board just released their figures, and it's good news all around. Tourism was way up over the previous season. Pretty amazing, right, Jim?
You bet, Glenda. I guess
Actually, I can
everybody
go
is
up to
figuring out that
here.
this is the place to be. And on to our main feature story. The commercial district is booming as the area is attracting more high-end stores, bringing the latest in luxury to our neighborhood. You can now shop for designer shoes while sipping a fancy local Jarva mate, or so my wife tells me. That's good for business and good for the community.
Thanks, Jim. We'll be back after this.
We're looking at clear and sunny skies across the region today. Don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to getting out and enjoying a nice walk in the fresh air later today. This is local weather with you
That's
all
just going to
day,
give
every
us
day, rain or shine.
access to some localized industry. And we can set this anywhere to produce stone. But I'll start with that for now. And then what I will do is fill in for some localized isolation. Now that's awfully close to where I want to be, but right now this only has 3 connections, and that has a connection on the other side, but it only has 2. A major connection here that's gonna probably affect a lot. How's our... Yeah, our coal... we'll be able to start producing some of the coal, so we don't have to rely on the outside connections as much. How's... That's what I was looking for, is how's our... Okay, we do need some electricity, so... we have been using the small coal power plant. But I think we're gonna probably need to upgrade to get a full power. because it's the coal. But we will. I'm going to also go solar as well. I still think having a mixed bag of everything, because if we do go with solar, that's still a relatively big thing, and so is the coal. So I can't really place. So I will start with another small coal. Now, of course, yeah, see, the large coal power plant is way too big for what I need. The gas power plant could fit there, but I have to cut out a connection. And I don't want to pull out the connection on it. And gas would probably be better setting useful there. So I think I am going to go down here. We'll do 2 smaller. Coal plants. Now this one is gonna go down fully down that way. And then I'm going to use the French electrical substation. Over there. To give an extra connection from that. And that's going to help people get around and stuff with power. How's our water? Okay, our water availability, our sewage is not good, but our water availability though is decent. I do want to have a multi-column 2 towers as you come right in, right there. There, as you come in, and then I'm going to add a couple of trees, there, and that's actually going to make it kind of feel like you're coming in. And so that's going to be nice. anyways, now I'm going to with 488. That is gonna be 416. Actually gonna be 488. That does not look like that it is full 90. Okay. Now I'm gonna connect you down .90 rough, actually roughly it's 5 544 488 544. Okay, I'm only doing a corner pocket right there. And then I'm going to now, I am going to go full there. Take the arch. And then we're going to kind of do something like that, and then I think what I want to do is we go 80 and we go 144. To create another connection going that way, allowing for a busier choice. And then I think what I will do is we will go 90 as close as we can to the road. And then I'm going to put a couple of commercial in that spot. And then And then I think we've got our two
I hope you're having a great time.
bio
This is
gardens.
Liz Peterson
Now, what I'm
on the
going to
Atmospheric
do
Piano Channel.
is
Local stargazers are in for a real treat tonight as the aurora borealis is expected to light up the night sky.
That's right, Jim. Don't forget to look up this evening.
where's
It promises to
nope, I
be
need to go back
quite a
over
sight.
here.
And on to our main feature story. The commercial district is booming as the area is attracting more high-end stores, bringing the latest in luxury to our neighborhood. You can now shop for designer shoes while sipping a fancy local Jarva mate, or so my wife tells me. That's good for business and good for the community.
Thanks, Jim. We'll be back after this.
We're looking at clear and sunny skies across the region today. Don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to getting out and enjoying a nice walk in the fresh air later today. This is local weather with you all day, every day, rain or shine.
Yeah, I think I don't know. Um, I think we might do a small European though. Because I think what I want to do is we'll start with have like a European style waterfront. No, we'll clear out those two there because I don't want them to be super duper close. And then add a European low density there. And I want to keep the Japanese style along here, for it, but we'll do like, a small, European. Then we'll throw some mixed housing there. There, which is going to give people a lot of things. Actually, what I should really do is go into the middle and then and I'll put European housing in there as well. But I am... Okay. No, and then we can... Then I think we can go to that point. And then I think we will just expand our district, just expand it out just a little bit more. On it, and then let's create a new district where our district is gonna go and focus on Berry Rose End, and instead of calling it Broad Gardens, we'll call it China Gardens. Okay? We'll call that one China Gardens, and then this one, and this one will do, and that one will be Osaka, the Osaka district. And this will be the Berry Rose End, Bear Rose End, yeah. I'll leave the Bear Rose End is going to be a little bit of a European style in the back. And it's going to be a small gated community down there. I'm down there, so if you only live within Berry Rose End, and then if that's the case, then I'm going to shift to there so that people can come in and off the highway if they needed to. Okay. But we are still going to, still going to follow the police Koban salute thing. Down there, we'll put a police Koban around almost every, I don't want to put the police Koban, like, right there. But we'll put you there then. Just adding police Koban boxes, for it. Now, that's gonna be okay. So we are getting somewhere. And we got the Dosan apartments. Now I think it's time that we do start getting the hospital in here at some point. Because and we'll put a major the Chinese People's Hospital, and then I wanna we've got crematorium, hospital there, a large hospital, and I think we could probably get away with putting a small medical in the district down here. Put a small just to give people add a couple extra burial plots in the back. For people, and that'll help improve. Like, they got the crematorium, but then they also got the cemetery that allows for it. And we'll add the patient house wing on top of that.
You're back on the atmospheric piano channel. brought to you by Liz Peterson. I want to share a funny story with you, lovely listeners. We all know Beethoven, right? But did you know that despite his mathematical complexity of his compositions, Beethoven always struggled with numbers? He left school at age of 11 after learning how to add and subtract, but before learning how to multiply or divide. As a result, he found it difficult to keep track on his finances. Luckily, his compositions didn't struggle with numbers.
Industry in the region is on the rise.
So
and
that's
business is doing
definitely
well.
helping
That floats our boats.
There's no sinking this boat,
a lot.
Linda.
Just by
This
expanding
just
a
in
little
from
bit
traffic.
today.
If you're thinking about
Um,
hitting the streets, you can expect delays on the major roads.
I'm gonna purchase
especially
that because I
during
feel
rush
like we're
hour.
gonna
Good to
expand
know,
that way,
Jan.
but
Seems like
Berry Rose
everyone is in a
End
hurry to get somewhere fast. It's
is going to
really
be
slowing
specifically
down.
for
And if you
European
can,
style,
take a trip outside
um,
the rush.
Oh, I don't
European,
know. I'd rather wait an hour in
our-
traffic than to have to start thinking about everything all the time. Besides, if I did that, I'd never get anywhere.
A chilly day with temperatures a little low, so if you're heading out, don't forget your jacket.
and our 180 now this should have been called the China Gardens, because I'm going to build a garden center in the back over here for it. That should be China Gardens. This one should be Osaka. Because now we have our botanical gardens. Because we're going to throw the Union Tower down in here, and then we'll create our gardens that way. But in order to do that, we would need 50k for it. So do unlock tourist attractions on that, but we do need let me go let me go and create our sorting facility down here. I could put it somewhere else, but I think that's gonna be fantastic down there. Now we're gonna put a couple 3 down in that area, because these are, and we'll create one there, and we'll create one down there, put one there, and put one down there. because this is a school area, I'm gonna put a couple in that spot. I'm gonna put one in the back corner. Put one in the back corner there. I think we could put a small post office in the back, even though should improve. Improve the city's function by getting radio out there. So that'll help. Help a lot of things. We can't unlock the telecom tower even though I want to. So I could go with trams. I could upgrade to, we have basic, but we could upgrade to a police headquarters. You know what? We'll go to water treatment plant, I think. For that. Revenue, though, we are making money. Monthly balance, we are making. Mostly no subsidies. No service or loan interest to pay. No government subsidies. But we do have service fees, service trade, basically. Yep. And that coal, basically, that is allowing for us to sell the coal out. Right out, if we need to. Glass, when it's okay, I don't know when I'll be on tonight anyways. But I will tell you this, guys. We expanded the city well into longer than I expected to do it. But with all this expansion, let's check up on our water availability. We're gonna put a Japanese water treatment down here. That'll help us immensely. We do have a small there, but that's gonna be where a lot of people are gonna have to take some time to get there. to get to work, but that's just gonna help us on our water. We do pump out sewage if we needed to, and allowing for it. Yeah, it'll take a 50% purification on it, so that'll... Okay, so we have a lot of people stopping down here. I'm gonna remove... Reset to vanilla, but then remove unsafe. So that's gonna make it so that people who... That way they can't rotate or use it for it. The Chinese underground parking lot is what's being used the most. Down here. So I think now I see that being a huge problem. I can see that being partially a problem,
Whether you're into the classics or the more
but I still
contemporary
removed that there
This is your
so
channel.
that...
I'm Liz Peterson, and you're listening to the Atmospheric Piano Channel.
But because we do have that down
Industry
here,
in the region is
I
on the
think what
rise,
I'm
and
going
when
to do...
business is doing well, that floats our boats.
There's no sinking this boat, Glenda. This just in from traffic. If you're thinking about hitting the streets, you can expect delays.
Is doing
on
that
major
instead.
roads, especially during rush hour.
Good to know, Jim. Seems like everyone is in a hurry to get somewhere fast. It's worth slowing
And then
down. And if you can, plan
we're
your
going
trip
to
outside the
remove
rush.
Oh,
unsafe.
I'd rather wait an hour in traffic than to have to start thinking about everything all the time. Besides, if I did that, I'd never get anywhere.
A chilly day with temperatures a little low, so if you're
And then that's
out,
going to
jacket.
give people a better, easier connection out. Or we could go and just fully make this a 1-lane road there. And I think that's going to be probably a good idea. Oops, and then we go up here, and then we go to lane connector. Remove unsafe. And do that. Because I think that just might be a better option, leaving it to a one-way street. And I think we go that way. Yes, we set that to vanilla. And then remove unsafe connections. Because we do have that there, but I think that you go in that way, you come out a certain way as well. But I think we should go that way instead. I know, because cars are going to come in that way, cars are going to leave that way. So I think we could either move it down here and do the same thing, except just move it down here, or just keep it the way it is. Which, I don't know. We will test it later, guys. Let me save this game over. Write our save. Yes, don't care. But our city is coming along nicely. We got our Osaka, Japan, our Osaka area. We got our China Gardens, and then we got our little European peninsula down here. So we're getting there. But I do need to get off, guys, because my afternoon streams, I can literally sit here and play all day long through City Skylines and play it like consistently, because this is such a relaxing game. And this is one of those things where I think I'm going to pick and leave City Skylines for Sunday only, for now. So if you want to see City Skylines 2, we'll be back again in a week. We're going to finish Final Fantasy 13. We'll be at least back in a week, possibly, unless I change my mind again. But tomorrow, we're going to do some Euro Truck Simulator 2. Hopefully Japan is released update for 1.59. It is in the works, being worked on right now, so we don't know. And then, not next week, but the following week, not this week, but in June, not this coming week, but next week, I will have a couple of days where I'll have a couple of videos going up next week, or live, where it'll be most likely next Wednesday, where I will be live streaming, some YARG, Clone Hero, some stuff like that, at least, for you guys. Probably maybe Wednesday this week I'll do the same thing, but don't know yet. So anyway, that's going to be the thing, and maybe festival will probably be next week as well. No fans or buts. I'm not this week. I'm going to really been taking a little bit of a break from some Call of Duty, some modern Call of Duty. So tonight, if you want to see some more of that content, make sure you guys are followed here on Twitch, because tonight we're going to be playing some Make Way, and we're going to be playing some Modern Warfare 3 tonight. And then this week, next 11 days will be some different games, some stuff, except for Fortnite. Fortnite I will play this week. I will play at least a couple days this week. We'll do some Fortnite. So anyway, we don't know, because things are going to change when we have the Battle Pass is not done for Call of Duty. When the Battle Pass is not done for Fortnite, we play those first, because I love those, and for it. But once my adapters come in, we will be playing some of that. So anyway,